We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, look at this Arizona defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Get set, get set.
Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49ers first down. First down at the 48.
Purdy bootlegging it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Purdy from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Shotgun now with Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here. His pass caught at the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight, because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Benson. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Niner defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Cardinals hit 1 and 2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Hey, sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Cardinals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and now on play action, it's Purdy. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Cardinals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. That is caught. He's in the space past the 25. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, 47 yards. And the Cardinals are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Sean Murphy Bunning got him down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Purdy. He'll try and do this himself.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly...
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers 47-yard line.
Again up the middle with Benson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They run over center with Benson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another run here with Benson. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Purdy looking to throw. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Murray. Throw left side, caught by Lyman. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and a couple. On the give, it's Benson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Murray going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Benson.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. A give left side for Benson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back to home.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they are not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here is Benson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. A handoff here to Benson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Again, here comes Benson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
What you got? Yeah, shit. 2-2.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try to snatch a victory.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
35. 49ers 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
This is Benson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Trey Benson,
22 yards.
and the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cardinals 32, 49ers 31.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Back to throw, Purdy. On the slant into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is caught, Jennings. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Juwan Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Murray now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Murray now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers 21. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. To throw is Murray. That is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cards get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 49, 49ers 39.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Purdy to throw. That is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll hand off to Hull. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Going. 2-2.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Murray. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.